What's up, guys? It's your boy Peyton. I know I haven't posted in a little while, so this is kind of not going to be like a "oh, I'm sorry for not posting" kind of video. This is going to definitely be kind of a serious video on what's been happening. If you guys haven't heard, which is surprising if you haven't, but there was a shooting in El Paso 2 days ago. 20 were killed and 26 were injured. Um, and then there was a shooting a couple hours later in a bar in Dayton, Ohio, where 9 were killed and 20 were injured. So that left us with, a big heavy hit, and it's starting to, wonder, why are people doing this? Why do people so messed up to go and start killing other human beings? It's not right. It really isn't. This country was made in 87, well, 76 for the Declaration, but it was in 87 where we made our 10 commandments, or amendments, not commandments, amendments, and the second one was the right to bear arms, where you can own a weapon. But they never, it doesn't say in there that you can murder somebody, which you can't. You can't murder anybody, and people have done it. And it does bring back, the school shootings, like the Parkland one in Florida, or that one school in Connecticut with the elementary school. And then it comes back to the big mass shootings, like the Vegas and the Orlando, and it's and like the synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh. It's not right where people, just, they want to go on with life, yet they've got these psychos and sickos that want to kill them. Like the synagogue. Let's do the synagogue, for instance. People are Jewish. They're trying to worship. They're in church. They're trying to enjoy themselves. And, this guy comes in and shoots and kills 11 people. Vegas. Big example. It's at a concert. People are trying to have fun and listen to music. And this guy's at the top of a hotel shooting at other people. And it's not right. It really isn't. I don't understand what is with people. And then they've got assholes like other people who say they start shooting people, and then they say they're not guilty for what they did. It just blows my mind why people have to go in and start shooting other people. And it makes matters worse when it's school shootings, because that is now kids shooting other kids. Like, these kids don't have anything else better to do but to start killing other people. Like, these are kids. They are still growing up. They don't have a life. Especially the one in Connecticut. I mean, they're elementary students. 6, 7, 8, 5 years old even. These guys, they don't even, haven't even learned how to drive, haven't had their first kiss, girlfriends, and I understand that's not the fact, but they just don't get to grow up, because you've got people like that who just want to go in and start shooting because they think it's fun. And that's what really brought, to my attention, what's gun control? Anymore. What is the Second Amendment anymore? The Second Amendment, if you guys, don't know it, which is surprising, but that's okay. If you guys don't know what the Second Amendment is, it is the right to bear arms. You can own a weapon and a firearm, but there are certain weapons that you can't own, like a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher or a minigun. So when you look at it like that, it's, okay, let's own a pistol. And people have used that stuff to hunt and, practice shooting and stuff, to go hunting, like targeting, and there's shooting ranges around, where I live and stuff. And then, you've got people like that guy in Vegas where he's buying ARs and stuff off, the internet and stuff, or like, the black market and stuff, and he's going and shooting people with it. And that's where a lot of people are like, should guns, not be allowed in the States, or it should be allowed in the States? And frankly, in my opinion, yes, it should stay in the States. And here's why I'm going to explain it here in a second. Back to the shootings, though. I pray for the families of the victims that, died in El Paso and Dayton. Hopefully, I mean, it's hard to see, especially in El Paso, people are trying to shop and get food. And, they don't expect someone to walk in there, 21 years old, walk in there and just start shooting up the place. And it scared me because I saw something on Snapchat about this woman, and I heard the gunshots, and they were firing at this woman. It was scary just through the camera screen, or the phone screen. So, that's kind of, I'm just praying for their families, and, hopefully they can, maybe attempt to get through. But, like, that this is getting out of hand, and there's many, conspiracy theories. Like, I was talking to my friends on Xbox about it, where I forget his name already, but he was like a big politician. He was caught doing like child sex, shit, shits and stuff like that. And maybe these people were thinking that, this these shootings, not school shootings like in Dayton and El Paso, were to kind of drive people away from this guy so that they could, find him not guilty. I don't know. They're just rumors. But back to the whole gun control thing. I think it stays because of two reasons. One, if they do take it, it violates the Constitution as the second of the Second Amendment. You can't go and say, oh, they're illegal. That is breaking the Constitution. Those guys writ the Constitution to make that possible. Now, now you can change the Constitution where you can change it, where it could say the second, like they did with the alcohol, where one amendment said it was not allowed, and then a few years later, another amendment, I think it was Amendment 21, that said that it was allowed, but you had to be age 18, and then they changed it to 21. So you can do that. The Second Amendment says you can right to bear arms, but, say Amendment 28, that's the next one, you can say you can't, allow guns anymore. But I feel like, secondly, there's still a way people can, get guns. We may illegal it and stuff, but even my friend on Xbox even said, they've illegalized abortion and drugs, yet people are still finding a way to do drugs and have abortions and stuff. And, even if you do illegal it, if you legalize, guns, people are going to still buy guns, and they're going to get guns somewhere, and people still own guns, they could just hide it and stuff. There's really no point of making guns illegal, because either way, people are going to find a way to get, back to, getting guns and stuff. So, it's truly sad the way that our world has become. Like, guns, I feel like, are another reason why our world is super messed up, because guns is what, is killing people, it's injuring people, it's doing bad things to people, and it's getting people in their mind to, do sick things like kill people and hurt people and torture people and stuff. And, like I said, El Paso, and I even read an article where a kid ran in there screaming that, there was a gunman coming, and nobody paid attention. It was basically just a kid who cried wolf. He said there was a wolf, it didn't happen, but when there was actually a wolf and he said that, nobody believed him. So it's kind of like that scenario. And the bar one, like, think about that. 2 shootings in less than 24 hours. That is mind blown to me, because who could do such a thing? It's sick. It honestly makes me sick, because me as a human don't appreciate that, especially since it may not be me, but the family of the victims who were dead. Imagine what they have to go through just because you killed him, just because you thought it was funny and it was a joke and it made you feel better. That's not the right way to go. There's help and stuff, but people are just idiots, and they have to go and start shooting things up, and it honestly is sad. I'm not going to tell anybody to subscribe. You can do that on your own. This is a serious video. If you feel like you are going to do that, like if you do threats on social media, please get help. Don't sit there and get yourself in trouble because something is wrong with you. Actually get help. It would make your life a lot better. You would be able to stay out of jail, and you'd be able to live life. But if you go and start shooting things up, you're either going to end your life, or the cops are going to end your life, or you'll go in jail. So either way, it's a lose-lose-lose situation. So please don't kill anybody or don't do anything like that. Just get help. That's all I say. That's going to be it for the video. I don't know what's going on forward. I'm trying to, try to get some ideas and stuff. But right now, this is too far, man. Shootings are too far. So talk to you guys later.